And I forgot to lock Reyna. Anyway, sorry to my teammate who was promised a Cypher video. Yeah, I don't have enough Kingdom credits for him on this account. So here's Reyna, the closest agent I could possibly think of to Cypher. Reyna is a duelist who excels at being useless, which is why I see more Reynas in my games than jobless CS majors, of course. Yes, we are cooked. At least we can be unemployed together, at least. Since Reyna as an agent is pretty pointless, use a Sheriff on pistol round. If you get a kill, you can heal to full and you'll have a massive advantage on pistol round. And if you don't get a kill and lose the round, then you can blame your teammates for not supporting you. But the most important part about using the Sheriff is, of course, making sure that you don't miss. Okay, but actually, what the fuck is wrong with this community? Would it actually kill the majority of them to not type for once in a single comp game? I will say, sometimes random dismiss is great. Like when an ICBM is headed directly at you and you can just E away from it. And before you ask, yes, that's the Jetpack Joyride music. Fuck you. I'm sorry, Raze. I'm sure it will be at some point up next half and you can try again. Just look at this. A terrible flash. I prefer to blame the agent rather than myself because if I actually took criticism to heart, that would mean I would improve as a player and probably rank up, which is the worst thing I can imagine as a Valorant player. I'd rather play the game for 4 hours a day and never get better as a player and continue to blame everyone but myself because that sounds fun and enjoyable. Wait, is this the key? Not being a bitch about making mistakes? Could this be it? My perfect solution? Nah. The best part about Reyna is playing angles that you would otherwise normally get immediately killed from. This is because after you get a kill, you can dismiss out and FNAF jumpscare your next victim to kill them too. Fuck, you locked Reyna. As I said, the Sheriff on first round is so broken. It's a one tap at any range and when you get a kill, you'll have more health than all of your enemies. I am the one who baits. But look, I won the round. Reyna excels at playing quickly. She's also great at weaving in and out of fights since you ever engage with 2 people. Once you kill one, you can instantly dismiss straight away, and you don't have to worry about ever dying. Just look at this. Now, all that's left obviously to throw our blind down. Holy shit, nice shot. What an absolute great display of skill, and honestly, I don't know what this glove is talking about. I'm pretty sure I was just completely standing still. Can we run those tapes back? Yeah, I don't know. Looks like I'm standing pretty still from this angle. Wow, what a nice and supportive person. He's just supporting all my passions. Oh my god, just kidding. He got me, guys. It's over. What will I do now? Sorry to say this, Jet, but I don't think you won. Alright, moving on. The next lesson. Fuck you. You want to make sure that you're playing aggressive on Reyna. She's only put to good use if the enemies don't expect you. You have limited access to engage abilities since her blind can simply just be shot and destroyed. It's important to take off angles and be ready to dismiss. Once you do that, the round is basically yours for the taking. It can lead to great retakes since it can double as a recon ability. Geigo can't compete with me even when he's cosplaying Helen Keller. You may think of Reyna as an offensive agent, but as the great Aaron Yeager once said, the best defense is a good Reyna player. I'm pretty sure that was said right before Reyna single-handedly took down Wall Maria. So that's what we do. Just kill people who aren't looking at us before we try to get a great dismiss onto this Jet to confuse her, but unfortunately, she's ready for it, and we get right-clicked. Another great aspect of Reyna is her ability to stay alive. Even though when we wind up sustaining damage, our heal neutralizes that problem. Dismiss is also great for your teammates. You know, that is if they actually, want to swing off of you and not just bait you as you sit in main running into 2 people. Fortunately, the Cypher does want to win in the round, because if he didn't, let's just say, I would have found him. In-game, of course. I guess blinds really are just suggestions these days. What the fuck? I think this is a great opportunity for a knife kill. Hopefully he doesn't suddenly switch directions. Playing Reyna is all about split-second decisions. You need to be ready to heal or dismiss instantly on kill. That one split second is literally life and death. Fortunately for me, I'm just the better player and have the reaction speed of a god. My teammate is also thankful because I just saved his fucking life from the guy who was literally about to kill him while he was detained, and wow. Holy shit, I was in the zone for that round. Well, 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 look what the cat dragged in. Fitlow. Hopefully he doesn't drag us down too much. Yeah, actually, just please don't do this in ranked. Please, it's not gonna work, I promise. While catching people off guard is a great strategy, just not like that. Alright, let's watch Fitlow cook. Holy good aim! This kid might be the second coming of Toast 1 Easy. It runs in his blood. Actually, quite literally. Stay tuned for some Fitlow content in the near future. I can sense it coming. I'm sure this is winnable. After all, I am playing Reyna, and I am the GOAT, so here we go. All we gotta do is just swing out. Alright, actually, what the fuck was that? What the fuck? Yeah, it's a valid reaction to that, honestly. Ever see someone ADS jump peek? Well, now you have. Alright, I think it's time to bestow some wisdom upon you guys, so make sure to lock in. Reyna is a duelist who thrives off of one thing and one thing only, taking fights. But there's an interesting playstyle you need to take into account in order to achieve this maximum potential. And I'm going to say something you might never ever hear me say again. It's something I say with a heavy heart. You of course have to rely on your teammates. Now I know, it's a tough pill to swallow. But you have almost no util, so your teammates, until you get some kills, will carry you through these rounds. Let's just watch this round. You may not see it, but what I'm doing is helping my team plenty. I may not see a single person for this entire round, but I also completely clear A site, so I continue to take space all the way up into mid. Without this, the players holding B might not know that there's nobody on A, so they may not know that all of the players they see are now towards B. You may think that I'm just coping, and while you're probably right, I'm going to continue to talk. These rounds can affect the KD spread of the team, but it's always better to prioritize winning over KD, and that's why I bottom frag, to let my teammates take the rounds and the kills to secure games. It's not that I'm the bad player because I'm bottom frag. I'm bottom frag because I know that I can top frag, and I'm comfortable at the bottom of the leaderboard. No, I'm just kidding. Holy fuck, nice shot. It's one thing to be comfortable, but it's another thing to bot frag constantly. So don't be that guy who's always at the bottom of the leaderboard. Watching these videos is a great way to prevent that from happening, since I'm just the GOAT and will impart massive amounts of wisdom that you've never heard before. Another great part about Reyna's Dismiss is the movement speed buff, which allows you to do really cool shit like this after you get kills. Normally you would never be able to make this jump, but with the power of the movement speed buff, you're able to. It may not lead to kills, but in a lot of rounds, this movement speed will definitely help you out plenty. Yo guys, I wonder what the Zoman's gonna do. Think that eventually after he hooks he's gonna cancel? I don't know, I'm just gonna go on a limb though and say he will, yeah. Well fucking played. Sheriff God? Well, yeah, but not this round. Ex-Op Crutch, who only played Brimstone, takes the wheel once again. Just remember guys, play to your strengths. Unless that strength is the Opera Odin. Just please stop buying them, I fucking hate it. I'm just kidding guys. You obviously don't have to stop buying those guns. Instead, what I think you should do is just uninstall the game completely. While this may sound like an insult, it's actually advice, because this game fucking sucks. The reason I say that isn't because the game itself sucks. It's the people that are playing it. Normally, the players you're playing with will have the combined mental capacity of an 11-year-old. All 4 of your teammates, not just one of them. So, when you load up and queue into ranked, just make sure you keep that in mind, because relying on your teammates will never, ever get you far when playing competitive. Really smart play by me. Reyna is built for clutch situations because of her flashes, her dismisses, and her heals. Because of that, she's able to take a lot of fights super aggressively and weave in and out of fights extremely quickly while also healing if she needs it, ultimately able to finish the round and the game. Holy glaze, I think Bitlow really needed that carry by me, I'm not gonna lie. Ultra aggressive playstyles benefit agents like Reyna, so use that. If you're not an aggressive player, just go watch my Sova guide instead. In all seriousness though, if you do play Reyna, it's okay if you don't drop 30, just entry. As long as you're helping your team take sites, you will win games, that's a promise. Guys, the Sheriff is a good gun I think. It's just my opinion though, so please don't hate on it. Actually, please do, hate comments are really fucking funny to read. I do wonder what goes through one's head to leave a hate comment. Like, do you just watch like 2 minutes of it and then leave a comment, or do you watch the entire 10 minutes of the video, and then, only then do you leave a hate comment? Like, do you waste an entire 10 minutes of your life just to leave a hate comment? Or do you just leave it in the first 5 minutes? Let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I actually did mean to ult here with one player live. It's a hidden technique only known by a few, and it's referred to as, I have no fucking clue how to play this agent. Why do people not listen? All you had to do was stun. I just said it, and yet I still have to call for it. I genuinely believe that I probably get all 5 here if the stun just comes a little bit early. Comms are important, guys. Boot up that mic, and if you don't have one, buy one. You can't climb without comms. So remember when I said I always run away from Clovel? Yeah, I'm gonna actually choose to ignore that right now and go right into the Clovel and then die, giving them a free life to play with. Reyna's ult is a huge, I mean huge part of her kit. It allows for infinite orbs, higher movement speed, better reload speed, and better heals. So whenever you have this ult, make sure to play extremely aggressive, because I promise it'll wind up paying off. I don't just mean any kind of aggressive, no. I mean 2018 mongrel level of aggression toward his desk. That's how you need to play. Extremely fast, extremely aggressive, and it'll pay off when playing this agent. You can't pull it off on a lot of them, but you can on Reyna. Reyna can slip past all util and or dismiss, as long as it's not a solid wall, but it's great for Cypher, because Cypher chips that are placed like this are basically non-existent if you can manage to get a kill in the entryway to site. Just watch this. I E straight through the trip, and now they don't expect it because the trip hasn't been tagged yet in lane. But anyone rotating out of CT isn't going to expect me, as you can see here. Unfortunately, though, I'm traded, so on to the next clip. Wait, is there no next clip? Was that really all I had with this agent? Alright, so last thing. Just stop playing her in ranked.